Hey everybody, thanks for tuning into my channel, Stampin' with No. If you are new to my channel, thank you for finding me, and I hope you enjoy some of my creations. I love doing them and I love sharing. Before I actually show you the card that I'm going to be making today, I wanted to briefly go over Stampin' Up! Is going to be having a sweets and sweets product sale the month of June. It actually starts June 3rd, but it'll go up until the end of the month, June 30th. And the way it's going to work is all available sweets and those products that actually make up the suite are coming out of the annual catalog or the online exclusives. You can buy one and then you get the other one for 50% off, which is really a great deal. If you've been shying away from purchasing sweets, that this is a great opportunity to get them and then just absolutely fall in love with them, because Stampin' Up! Does all the work for you. They compile all these products that mesh beautifully together and tells you what colors and all of that stuff. And when you get it in the mail, you go up to your craft room, wherever your area is, your happy corner, and you just start creating, because Stampin' Up! Has put all that stuff together for you and has just made it simple to create. So the way it works is you don't have to buy a suite and suite products all from the same collection and to get the discount. You can buy any of the products from any of the suites. And when you shop to get this buy one get one half off, the way it's going to work is the discounts applied to the lower priced item. So for example, if you buy a suite collection and you find a stamp set from a different suite, the suite would be at the full price, and then that other stamp set that you found would be the one that would be at the 50% off discount. And I think that makes sense. Obviously, the suite collections are available if all the items are in stock. So the way it works is there's a collection of products that make up a suite. If something's missing from that suite, then you can't purchase that as a suite, because obviously there's pieces and parts missing. But you can still shop other products from different suites. And the products are available while supplies last. So again, it's starting June 3rd. I'm not sure when this particular video is going to make it out, just with my schedule. It may make it before June 3rd. I don't know. But it does start June 3rd. And truly, if this is your opportunity to actually dive into this suite world, I would definitely take advantage of the sale and get one or two of the suite collections. I don't think you'll be disappointed. So this is the stamp set that I'm using for this card, and I'll bring over the card in just a second. This is a bundle. It's not part of the suite, and it is out of the annual catalog, and I fell in love with it. Unfortunately, it wasn't a pre-order, or else it would have been one of my first pre-orders, but I absolutely love this flower, and I love the size of it. It's just big, and I just having a blast with it. You can put any color with it. It's just a great stamp set to play with. And this is the dies that come with it as the bundle. When you get bundles, you save 10%. I tend to get bundles. This is the flower, and you can tell how large it is just by, I don't know how many inches that is. Probably, what, about 4 inches, give or take, 3.5. And this is the top. And then this piece, which I'll show you, actually cuts out other flowers, but I'll show you how I applied it. Now, I don't know if there's a right or wrong, but I'll show you what I did with this whole piece as it cuts out. So let me bring the card over. Let me make room over here. I've just had so much fun. So here's the card. And I've been trying to play with the new in colors, and it's not been 100% on the in colors, but this is Lemon Lolly and Strawberry Slush is the flower. And I'll have all my colors and my measurements and all that listed in my blog, but I just wanted to tell you what the colors are that I chose for this particular one. And it's kind of funny because I've had all the in colors out and I've made other cards, but I've not, for whatever reason, I've not picked Strawberry Slush. So that was my key of making this particular flower, was how can I use the Strawberry Slush. And then on the inside I stamped, and it's just so big. I absolutely love it. It's just been super, super fun. I'm excited about it. All right, so let me bring over the next card, and I changed the colors up just a little bit, but it's still the same 3 primary colors: my Lost Lagoon, my Strawberry Slush, and my Lemon Lolly. All right, so I'm going to keep that there so we can follow it. So I have my Lost Lagoon card base, and I did not burnish it very well, so let me do that. Take the moment just to do that. And again, I'll have all the measurements on my blog. Let me just go through it. I have my label. I changed my label because I wanted to do a different saying. I went on and cut the linen thread, and then all these pieces that make up the flower right here. Granny apple green, and then pecan pie, and then the 3 dies that I show you, that's what it makes up. Now, I'm not sure if I'm doing this right, but this is how I assemble it, and I thought it would be helpful. And then 2 pieces of basic white, 1 for the inside, and 1 we're going to create our own DSP. And then this is out of the textured tile, textured something. I can't remember it. Again, I'll have it on my blog. But I just started playing with the labels, and that is so fun. It has a little bit of a design to it. So I've been having fun with that. Again, Lost Lagoon, and then another basic white. All right, so let's take some time and let's work on the flower first, all right? And then I have to do some stamping, but let's work on this. So this cuts out, basically, it's layered, as you can tell. I got 3 layers here, I think you can see. You got 1 at the bottom, which is one of these, and then I stamped the second one, and then this piece right here is your top, all right? So this is how I did it. Again, I'm not sure if it's right, but it just worked for me. I'm going to stamp one of these. Let me bring over my stuff. I'm going to stamp it in Lemon Lolly. And it does line up. This does line up there. So even if you're off center a little bit, it won't matter. It goes this one. It's the one I need to line up. Yeah, this one does not line up. It's real obvious. So you want it like this. So let me bring over my little bit of foam here, my piercing mat. All right, so I'm just going to stamp this like that. Ink it up. And like I said, it does not have to be precise because it's not overly noticeable. So if you're off a little bit, it's okay. Just line it. There we go. Beautiful. Let me clean that up before I make a mess. I'll put that over there because I'll need that again. All right, so this one I decided is, I stamped one before and you really couldn't tell because I flipped it over and then lined it up. So what you want to do, it bends like that. So you want to just trim off. Because if you fold it in half, I just didn't like the way it was. You could. It lined up perfectly and you really couldn't see it as a, as a layer. So I trimmed it off. I think we're done with this for now. Let me close up my Lemon Lolly before I dip my finger in it. All right, so we've got that one. That's you got my top layer, you got the middle layer, and then we got this bottom layer, and I'm just gonna clean the edges off a little bit. Now, you could trim off one of these to, so it's not as thick since you have 3 layers, but I'm just keeping it together. Just one less thing for me to worry about, right? All right, so all these, it won't come up, all these pieces are gonna get glued at the top like this, okay? So before I do that, I like the fact that this is popped up. You guys can tell, right? So I take my bone folder and I just kind of work with the fiber of the paper and just, I don't go real hard. I just kind of right at the ends and just flip it up, and you can tell it's, you know, it's curved just a little bit. All right, so I'm going to do that on all 3. And then this one, I'll take a little bit higher. And I know on, I don't even know where it was posted, some people have said they've had some issues with having this pop out of their die, and I've had no problems, and I cut out several flowers because I've just been playing with different colors, and I did not have any issues. So if it's difficult for you to pop the petals out, your sandwich, if you will, as you're feeding it through your embossing machine, maybe too tight is all I can think of. That's preventing it from pulling up. But I did not have any problems at all. So I'm going to go ahead and glue these 3 together. And I'm just gluing it right there on top. Just a little bit of glue. You know, and by doing that, see how it's off-centered? If I was to flip it, not cut it, for whatever reason, it lined up too perfect. And I don't know why it's the way I folded it. But I just off-centered just a little bit, kind of swung it around, and I've got 2 layers. Now, maybe the next one I cut will be fine. When I say die cut the whole piece, that I don't need to actually trim it in half. And then that one lines up. So, so pretty. And then this piece goes right on top. I definitely could see this scrapbook layout. It's just a big flower. Just so pretty. I'm looking forward to making, oops, that just came off. Looking forward to making some layouts with this. I would have so much fun. That is so gorgeous. Absolutely love it. All right, so I'm going to glue these leaves together. And that one goes like that. I could have used 2 different shades of green, but I've been working with so many colors that I didn't want to keep adding. So I'm just keeping a tone on tone, not tone on tone, the same color. And my bottle is getting clogged. I'll run that there, line that up. Let me take a second here because I have problems. There we go. And then this will go. Oops. Like so. All right. All right, so let's see here. We're done assembling little pieces and parts. I'll do that later. So let's do some stamping. Let me put these over here. Get that out of the way. Oh, I forgot to tell you, I did put some Wink of Stella on there. I just thought it needed a little pop there. All right, so we're going to make our DSP. And I know you guys probably can't, it's hard to see the yellow, but I did stamp that on basic white. But we're going to use, what are we going to use? We're going to use Strawberry Slush. Now, if you guys have received your Strawberry Slush, mine's super juicy. that I'll probably need to take my spoon, and I don't know if you guys have done this, when you've had a stamp pad that's got a lot of ink, take the back of a plastic spoon. Mine broke, but it's still usable, right? And you just go over it. You're kind of pushing the ink down into the pad a little bit, and it helps if you have too much. Now, if you have a lot of excess, you may want to get a paper towel and just dab off some of the extra ink, which I have done on some of them before. I mean, it happens. I hate feeling like I'm wasting the ink, but you don't want a blob. All right, so now we are ready. Let me put this over here. Okay, I need my ink. All right, so I need my flower. I got my ink. We're good to go. And I'm going to create. I don't know what I'm going to do here. Let's see. Try not to overlap. And you want to stamp off the page so, you know, it looks like it's actually a piece of DSP, right? That stamp's so pretty. And this way, and just kind of turn it different ways, whichever way you want. It's such a big flower, it doesn't take a whole lot. I don't think I inked that up right. It doesn't take a whole lot to fill up a page. So pretty. There we go. Let me clean this before I dip it in my fingers. All right, so we need to do, oh, the inside. I should not have cleaned it. I forgot to do the inside. So the inside, I stamped along the edge, and I'll do the same. So that's it's going to be the inside. Let's see. Not enough room. All right, I did 3. All right, I wasn't sure how I did it, so I'll do 3 also. This way. This way. And if you don't like the look, you know, obviously you don't have to stamp the inside. All right, there's that one. Let's see. My inside sentiment is gonna be, and it's from that same stamp set, I love that I've known you for so many birthdays. That's kind of a cute saying, isn't it? Yep, that's a good one. And I'm stamping, boy, I must have a heavy hand. That went everywhere. That would have been a mess. That would not have been pretty. Yeah, I'm barely tapping. All right, so I'm gonna line that up. Put that up top, right in there. Looks, yeah, it's just slight crooked, but I think it'll work. All right, and then I still need inside. I mean, sorry, the outside. Where'd that go? There we go. And that is going to be, I was changing it up. Happy belated birthday. Everybody needs a happy belated birthday, don't they? As time gets away, doesn't it? It happens to all of us. There, perfect. All right, we are done with stamping. So I can get these out of the way and make some room. Big old stamp. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and put in inside. And that is, I love that saying. And I like the belated birthday. You know, there's not too many stamp sets, really, that I can think of over the years that have actually said belated. Yeah, there's been a few, but everybody's late with birthdays. It happens. All right, so pretty. I love the colors together. All right, I'm gonna open that up, and we're gonna glue this one down. All right, I'll glue that in place. I hope these cards inspire you to get this stamp set. It's just so much fun. Endless possibilities. And if you end up getting this bundle through my online store, I'll send you this kit. I'm not sure what color flowers. It may be the Lemon Lolly, or it might be the new in color. It'd be kind of nice to get new in colors, I would think. All right, so did that, we're good. So now I'm just gonna glue that flat, and I'm probably gonna pop this up, I think is what I'm gonna do. We'll see. And this textile die set is really, really pretty. All right, so we're gonna pop that up. I'm done with my glue for now. Trying to play with the new in colors, and I know I've said it before, and I'll keep saying it until I'm done stamping. Blue does not like me. I played with the new in color, Secret Sea. It's going to actually be part of my monthly card kit to go. And I had to get Dawn soap. It was so bad. I couldn't get the ink off my nails. It just, I don't know what it is. It just, I crack up. All right, now I just lost that piece. There we go. All right, so now we're going to build a flower. And I like to lay it out. This is really long, which is great. So the placement of the flower, of the actual flower itself, you know, you can go a little bit higher or down below without having to cut the stem, which I think is great. So I like having it hang out. So I'm going to put it right there. I mean, you can cut it down if you want, but it's not seen, and it doesn't add that much more weight to it. So I'll just have that hang out. And then, since I have this folded up, I'm just going to glue this flat, but you could pop it up, but this is the way that is. I'm not going to, and I'm just going to put glue right there. It's not going to be completely glued down flat, but it won't go anywhere. Right in there. Oop, down just a little bit. And see if you can't even see that third layer. I mean, you know it's there, but again, I wouldn't take the time to stamp it with ink because it's not noticeable. All right, then we want this like this, right? Is that what we want? Now this label's a little bit bigger than I got. I hope that works. I wasn't even thinking. Okay, yeah, that works. All right, that's what I'm going to do. And I take my bone folder because I want the leaves at the tip to stick out just a little bit. So just kind of work with the fibers to soften it. Nothing crazy. Don't go crazy over it. But just enough to have it stick up just a little bit. Kind of gives it just another layer. All right, so I want it like that, I think. Oop, come on. And then this one. Now sometimes I'll stick this underneath, but underneath the stem. but you're not going to really see it. It's going to be hidden by this label, so it really doesn't matter. I don't think there's a right or wrong, but all right, this is what I'm thinking of right there. So I know I typically do one layer of dimensionals, but this is so layered up, and then this knot on the ribbon is going to force this one to be put on with dimensionals. So let me get my mini dots for the linen thread. And, oops. There we go. I'm so glad linen thread's around too. I do use it a lot. All right, so I'm just going to put it about right in there, I think. Right there. And then this is going to go over just like so. So one dimensional there and a dimensional there. I'll use my little ones. All right, now what top? I forgot what direction. I might put a little bit of glue in the center in case it does it might grab that linen thread and just reinforce it even that much more. In case it decides to pop up. But I'm pretty sure it's not going anywhere. All right, and then about right there. There. Beautiful. So fun. It was easy, it was fast, and it was gorgeous. That was fun. I really, really had fun doing that one. And I will definitely add Wink of Stella, but I'm not going to do it now because I'll get sparkles everywhere. I don't know if it needs to, I don't think it needs anything more. You know, I could always add embellishments, but you know, sometimes less is better, right? Less is more. So what do you guys think? You like it? I don't know. I'm really gravitating towards that, but you really, this strawberry slush really pops. So awesome. All right, just a reminder, the sale, Stampin' Up, buying the sweets, buy one, get one 50% off up until 30 June. So a great opportunity. Take advantage of it if you guys can. If you end up, if I convinced you to buy this bundle, I'll go ahead and send the kit to you. Once you order through my online store, I'll send you a kit. Also, my card class to go, you place a minimum order of $45, you qualify to get my free kits, which I'm working on the cards right now. I'm not sure the timing of this one, when this video will actually go out, but probably before my card class at the rate that I'm going. Plus, if you place an order over $75, you get my kits and a pack of dimensionals, and then taking advantage of the sweets and whatnot, you easily reach those thresholds. And then, of course, orders over $100, you get the card, you get the pack of dimensionals plus a pack of embellishments. And then if you order the kit, again, I'll be happy to send you a kit. I would love to send this to you, and I'd love to see what you guys do with it. So thank you for tuning in. I hope this was fun. It was a pretty quick video, I do believe, even though I did some talking, but it was very important, I think, to share what Stampin' Up! Is doing this month. I think it's a great opportunity. So I hope you guys find time to craft and get into your little corner and just create to your heart's content. And I would love to see what you guys do. So have a wonderful week, and as always, happy stamping. Take care.